Morning, and we're rattling through them now. This one is called Myriam. Let's get that camera in the right shot. She blows. A tune, three-time Bourrée tune. Bourrée in 3/8 is the time signature, called Myriam. And I'm playing it then on this new Gurdy to me, made by Alain Perrodin, a Swiss maker. And yeah, it's a more or less faithful copy then of my dad's own double keyboard system with this pendulum second keyboard, which the idea of which keeps the pressure of the string on the wheel. We've already covered that. That's in the first video then, Indoor Tree, if you want to see that one being more competently explained. It's there. Okay, so Myriam, it's 3/8 is the time signature, as I say, which means there's 3 quavers per bar, which in hurdy-gurdy terms looks like this. That's it, that's the first bar done. But you'll see where it's left the handle, it's poised just above, just ready to attack the 3, which is the bottom position, opposite from the position that's opposite the 1, is called 3. 2 is there, obviously 4 is there. So 3, I'm poised just behind that 3 position, just ready to attack it, which is the start of the second bar. So the first bar of a 3/8, second bar is, which puts you poised just above, just before the 1, which is then the start of the third bar. So really you're doing a turn and a half per bar, and you must never ever deviate from doing that. It looks like this. Notice I'm not going, because that's half a turn, isn't it? It's a whole turn and a half. And requires a good speedy attack on each of those. So you've got 1, which will whoosh all the way around. So you've got to get a whole turn and a half round to get to the 3, where you need to do the same thing, only upside down. So 3 pushes all the way past the 1 and gets you poised just before the 1 again, so you can hit that and repeat the whole cycle. And then to add a complication, then I'm just adding I'll add a slight offbeat to each of those, so it steadies those positions. Sounds like this. So without it. The numbers, that's 1 1 3 3 1 1 3 3 1 1 3 3 1. That's a syncopation. We'll get to that. Dancers will really ever need. We haven't even really done any coup de quatre yet, any of those with zoomy 4 buzzes per turn. And when you are doing coup de quatre, of course, you need to do 4 plus 2 because it's a turn and a half. 1 2 3 4 5 6 gets you to just before the 3, a turn and a half later, so that you're poised to do the same thing again, only upside down, which I can't even do, not from standing starts. Nobody can, probably. I bet Steve Tyler can, or Valentin Clastrier, but I ain't one of them. Okay, so what it sounds like with the tune then, the purpose of this video is to teach Myriam and some cool beats to go with it. Okay, so the tune goes, the A music. notice there I'm doing one buzz per note. Well, depending on the tune, I mean, if you're doing one buzz per note, then the tune is dictating all of the different patterns that it's possible to do within that bar and a half pattern. It's a bit boring for the dancers. They'll enjoy the occasional syncopation, which is, I think it's called disassociation, isn't it, between the two hands, the two halves of your brain. I'm not even sure if that's true, but it's being able to do one thing with one hand, even more beyond what we're already doing, and syncopating against your own melody. So it might sound like this. Changing at all. It's not giving in or copying their beats. You're playing the beats, your own beats that come to your head at the moment of criticality, and the idea is that the tune is ticking away nicely. One bit of your brain, the bit of your brain that already knows how the tune goes, is dealing with the tune all on its own, hopefully giving you some space free left in there to come up with some cool sounding syncopations, hopefully. I'm doing that backbeat, which you've probably noticed already, which is that heartbeat, ding, 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 with my boot. And the idea for me is that when I'm playing on some stages where you can hear the stage and they sound quite good, they sound like a kick drum, and I'm using that effect to the sound of that to imitate, I guess, a drummer. Where you'd have the kick drum sound, and the dancers will really enjoy that as well, and you can use that. So the pattern I'm doing there is copying my boot. Down, 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 down. 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3. Doing a series of ones, which are a syncopation in this case, but keeping the foot doing the old pattern, the 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3, and then doing ones against it, which is a strong syncopation. And then hopefully your brain is already playing the tune for you, so you can more or less try and forget about that if you can. It does mess with you, but it's the dancers will enjoy it if you get it sweet sounding and smooth, and like you mean it, and not changing the beat any so that they fall over. And you can't syncopate too often, otherwise they literally will fall over, or it'll be annoying to listen to, and they won't really know where they are feet wise themselves. So you can throw in the occasional one, but don't overdo it. Okay, now the B music is opportunity there for syncopations. We'll try.